to New England, and everybody thought they were just going to get killed, and they ended up winning. Or New England came here, I think it was. They came here undefeated. The Steelers beat them. That was several years ago now. But it happens.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean, look at
the
St.
NFL
Louis
is so
yesterday.
screwed up.
Look at St. Louis.
Tavon Austin, they finally discovered they had him.
38 points on Indy yesterday. I mean, it's the crazy stuff happens in the
They
NFL.
finally discovered they had Tavon Austin on their team, I guess.
Well, I guess, but,
what were they waiting for?
But the NFL it's total mediocrity right now by everybody, other than Denver when they have Peyton Manning, and he may be gone. So that's what the NFL is these days. Or Green Bay with Aaron Rodgers, and now he's gone.
Now, there's been quite a bit of denying going on from Ben Roethlisberger, Art Rooney, and everybody about this whole
hilarious.
Would they trade him? I'm really surprised when I hear someone say there is no scenario where you would ever trade Ben Roethlisberger. That's just not. That doesn't make any sense. If they go 2-14 this year, they can't do that now. If they go 4-12 this year and 2-14 next year, where are they? And they're in a total rebuilding mode. Why wouldn't you trade him? What's the point in having a $100 million quarterback on a team that stinks?
Well, I think I heard this morning that franchise quarterbacks, they never leave their teams. That's ridiculous. Joe Montana ended up playing for the Kansas City Chiefs. I mean, Peyton Manning is a perfect example. No, they do. Franchise quarterbacks do leave their team. It does happen, and with semi-frequency.
But that's not even the fact that there's a history of it happening. My point is that there's a point where it does make sense, and that's when you accept the fact, which the Steelers have not ever since the merger. The last time they accepted they were in a rebuilding mode was when they hired Chuck Noll in 1969. That was the last time, that they accepted that they got to just start with the draft, and then they stuck with it. That's a long, long time ago. They've had some down years. They've never really said we're rebuilding. Well, but once you are willing to say that, yeah, we are rebuilding, then the first person you look at to trade is the guy who can bring you the most in return.
Well, listen. I want to make this clear. In my opinion, I would not trade Ben Roethlisberger.
What if you're 2-14?
I still wouldn't do it. I would have enough. If I'm in the Steelers organization, I would try to do a rebuilding 3-year process, and then you would still have Ben, like Elway was at the tail end of a tremendous career, where he could lead you to 2 or 3 Super Bowls. That's what I would plan on doing. I would not get rid of this guy, who I consider a Hall of Fame quarterback. I wouldn't do it if I was the GM. I would not. I wouldn't even entertain offers for him, John. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. And I don't think they're going to.
2 number 1 draft picks.
I don't think they're going to do it. I don't think they're going to trade him.
There's a team out there with a first pick, like the 3rd pick in the draft, and the 14th pick in the draft. And then you also have your pick. You have 3 picks in the first round.
I don't think they're going to trade him.
You've just gone 3-13.
Do you think
he's 33 years old?
I don't think they're going to trade him.
Oh, I don't know whether I think they will. Actually, I do think they would if the.
When? You're talking about after this season, John, or later on down the line?
No. I mean, no.
Well, yeah. Wait. What are you talking about here? Then do I think they would trade him 4 years from now?
Yes. Say, okay, that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
People who say there's no scenario in which I would trade.
I don't think this year there is any scenario they trade him after this season. I think there is 4 years from now. If they find out that he'd
be 35 then you're not going to get anything for him.
Well, you may get something.
But if you want to really do something bold, and you think that we've got too many old guys on this team. We've gone 8-8. Now we're 6-10.
There is a chance in a million of that happening. I don't think this year. The Steelers telling them that self. The Steelers telling themselves that.
$20 million salary cap hit this year coming up with him.
They got salary cap problems.
They got big salary cap
problems.
Well, and he eliminates
across the board.
Big portion.
And that's not an option.
If you get rid of him, you save $6 million on the cap.
Yeah, but I just think we're wasting time. It's not happening. In my opinion, it's not happening. They're going to redo his deal, and he's signing a long-term deal. That's what I think this year.